Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead. Well, we're having spaghetti tonight. I don't want any pasta yet. So I'm going to make pasta for Howie and I'm going to make zucchini noodles for me. Let's start with this little one. So now I'm just going to do my very best to slice down the length. They don't have to be perfect. But I think they'll do. And don't worry, this is, you can use any tool you want. I just happen to find this meditative and soothing. I don't want them too thin or they're going to just turn into mush. But I'm starting to put them in this bowl over here. I had a whole other idea of how I was going to slice these noodles. But we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. And if you think this is tedious, have you ever watched me make handmade noodles without a machine? Sometimes getting in touch with your food is more than just flavor. Sometimes it's getting in touch with the ingredients as well. Now, why am I making zucchini noodles? Because I want to have spaghetti. And I'm not ready for pasta yet. And what is it I really want when I want the pasta? Well, I want nice, stringy, soft things to slurp up with my sauce. So, we're going to start layering this with salt to pull off some of the water. You don't want them too thin because they're just going to get a brief stir fry to relax them. See how satisfying this is going to be with some sauce on there. I've had a lot of people tell me to go keto, but I just can't. And I'm not a vegetarian either, and I'm definitely not a vegan. But I'm eating healthier these days, that's all. Does that mean I'm not going to have cake or bread? No, not at all. Why do you think I'm having zucchini noodles? I've got sourdough bread rising in the oven, and I'm going to have a piece of it with my supper. So I traded off noodles for something a little more manageable. Homemade bread. I guess if homemade bread is ever manageable. But I just may try dehydrating some of these noodles. Not today, but I mean, if I get another couple of nice big zucchini, maybe I'll try slicing these really thin and dehydrating them for winter. It's a thought. Especially if I can figure out a better way of slicing them. Now, if that was pasta, A, I wouldn't be able to eat it, and B, it would just probably, I would be in so much pain. So I got to be really careful with my complex carbohydrates. So we're just going to sprinkle more salt because remember, the salt is going to be rinsed off. No, I'm not from Texas, folks. That cutting board was a gift from a very sweet friend from my YouTube family. All right, so I'm just going to cover this with a basket and let it drain for a couple of hours. Actually, I just had a bit of a brainstorm. Let it drain for a couple of hours. All right, So look at all the water that I have drawn off. That's well over a cup of water, closer to 2. Now I'm just going to rinse the salt off of these, rinse the bowl, and put these in the bowl until I'm ready to stir fry them. And I've just lined the bowl with paper towel to get the excess water. They're starting to look like noodles every minute, aren't they? Okay, so here we got a little bit of olive oil in the skillet. And I'm just going to throw some onions in there because I like extra onion. And now we're just going to drop in. And these still gave off a lot of water. I could have let them sit for another hour or 2. Some pepper and some granulated garlic. We're just going to let those brown up a little bit on each side, and then it'll be supper time. So I've allowed this to brown up. Oh yeah, it's stuck a little bit. But I would rather have a little caramelization on it than not. Okay, hey. So here is tonight's spaghetti sauce. And I'm just going to give myself a nice scoop all over that. Maybe just a little bit more. And that, well, I guess I'm going to have to try it for you. It's not pasta, but it's got the same kind of slippery noodle feel. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead saying, I can have my spaghetti and eat it too. Zucchini noodles and pasta. Works for me. Take care, God bless.